In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Suno AI music generator in 2026. So I have Suno pulled up right now, as you can see. And for this tutorial, I'm going to show you all these different features within Suno. Some of them you might know, some of them you might not know, that we can fully make any song that you want, going through everything step by step. First thing I'm going to do, of course, is go to create. For 90% of people, this is where you're going to make all your music. I have a bunch of different features here, but here's the quickest way to make a song. 90% of you are probably watching this video, not trying to do anything crazy. You just want to make a fun song. Here's the best way to do it, is make me a song with the genre about blank. So make me a country song about trucks. Probably the most cliche thing to make a country song about, right? This is probably the main prompt and the easiest way to do this. As you can see up here, this is how many credits I have. I can either simple or custom. Right now we're on simple, and then version 5. Now, as you can imagine, they release different versions in the beginning of 2026. Right now we're on version 5. Make sure this is on the highest one. So I have it on version 5. I can add in other stuff here, but this is the most simple way to make a song. So make me a country song about trucks. I'm gonna do let's say I'm doing EDM. I can be even more specific. Do I want a dubstep song or a house song? So I'm going to say, make me an upbeat house song. Let me think. The Patriots right now might be in the Super Bowl this year. We'll see. I'm not trying to jinx it in the beginning of 2026. We'll see. But let's say I'm going to make me an upbeat house song about the New England Patriots. Did I spell that wrong? Oh, no, it's just, okay. Now what I'm going to do is hit create. Once I do, every single time you make a prompt on Suno, it creates 2 different iterations. So as you can see, if I have credits, right now I have like about 2,400-ish credits. What's going to happen is when I hit create, it's going to create 2 different versions. Both of these have the same exact lyrics. So keep in mind with Suno, when you do this simple prompt, not only does it create the song itself, but of course the lyrics itself. Unless I want it to be instrumental, I can click this, but that's pretty convenient. Now you can bring in your own lyrics. I'll show you how to do that. Like, let's say you write them yourself. Let's say you maybe make them in ChatGPT. I know some people do that as well and do a little like copy pasta and copy and paste it in here. But as you can see, as I'm talking, it's now making the song. This takes maybe, I don't know, I mean, you can see this happening right now in real time, about 30 seconds to a minute. It's pretty fast. I can play these now, I think, potentially. Right now it's loading them, as you can see, in terms of like more of the metadata, if I'd say it like that, like the timestamp. But I can hit play right now. So let's listen to it. See if it's gonna. From the tailgate flames. And as it's playing, we can see all the lyrics here. Also separated by the section. So intro, verse 1, chorus. Red, white, blue on my back. Mass pipe, windows down on track. Parking lot turning into a wave. Every car door slam. One's a bit country. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this one so far. I'll be honest. Every Sunday feels like we can. Let me skip ahead a little bit. So once it loads, and I can see the timestamp, now I can click around. All right, that one's, I'm not gonna lie, very cheesy. I feel like that's a bad start to this video, but you know what? I'll just leave it in. But typically, I'm not going to lie, Suno is unbelievable in terms of making a really high-quality song that doesn't sound AI generated or not. That one kind of did. I'm not going to lie. But red, white, blue on my back, mass pack, windows down. So this is the second iteration. This one sounds a lot better to me, I'll be honest. Very like big room house feel, right? If I can make another one, right? So let's do, let's make a better one. I think there's some genres I've noticed that Suno can make very well. Like I know it's like country, reggae, rock actually, some EDM. It's interesting. I think with electronic music, it's kind of funny. I feel like Suno doesn't make it as good. Like I feel like, especially dubstep or bass style. But let me do this. Make me let's do like a 90s rock song. So I'm going to be very specific. About, let's do like Los Angeles. I don't know. So we're going to do this. We're going to load this up, right? And what we're gonna do now is after these two get loaded, we're then gonna go into some of the features. Now, while these two are being made, let me show you now the custom features when it comes to making a song. So first off, I can add an audio here. I've done a video about how to do this, like a very dedicated video about how I use my own voice, and it transformed my voice into a song. But I can upload audio right here. If, let's say, you want to use a audio clip or a sample, let's say, of yourself singing or talking, I can do that. I can also add in lyrics, like I said earlier. And the best way to do this is all within custom. Because now I have audio, I have persona, which I'll talk about in a second, and then I have some inspiration. I can upload some of my own songs for inspiration. I can copy and paste the lyrics here. So let's say if I want to bring in some from ChatGPT, I also have style. So here's where I can get very specific. It's kind of interesting, and I'll say this, that when it comes to Suno, you can do a lot of, I want to say like crossovers. So I could do like, I want a 90s rock song with reggae elements, with a hint of electronic synthesis. With, like, I can add in like 5 or 6 or 7 or pretty much, I'd say almost as many as you want, different like tiers. I can add in haunting, and these are just some suggestions here. Haunting pad with slow rock, maybe some backing vocals with Japanese pop, right? Like, I can do a lot of different things. Then I can go here to advanced options. Do I want the vocal gender to be male or female? Lyrics mode, manual or auto. Typically, I just kind of leave this alone. Weirdness, how weird do I want it to be? Turn it up for wild, unexpected results. Style influence, turn it up to match your style description. And then the song title right here. Then we have persona. What's cool about persona is, let's say you're making an AI artist, and I will talk about having an AI artist and releasing AI music. We'll talk about that at the end of this video. Let's say I want all the songs to sound the same, because with this, for example, you may notice, like, if I go through some of the videos, the songs that I've made, sometimes it sounds like a completely different person. It sounds like a completely different band, right? Each time you make it, it's just completely random what it's going to create for the most part. With a persona, you can see, I think I have a couple here. I have Epic Pirate, VD Rock, and 90s Hip Hop. These are ones that, let's say I go to make a song, it's always going to sound the same. So let's say if you want to make an AI artist where all the songs sound the same, of course. Let's say you're doing like a country artist, or in this case, this Epic Pirate. Maybe I'll make one. Let me update. Oh, let me do that actually. Let me update this persona right now. That, let's say I want to have a pirate sea shanty artist, but I want all the songs to sound the same, of course, because I want there to be a common connection from song to song. Of course, it makes sense. What, do I move this here? I've actually not done this yet, so it's kind of cool. So through the dream, cut through the dream, I'll just say that here. All right, it's taking a little bit to load, but let me play this one now. Very 90s. When did my Echo Park get off? Not bad, right? Actually, I like that song. Not bad, right? So we'll start with this. I'm gonna go back to some. I'll just leave this here. So now we found a really good song. Here's a bunch of different features I can do. Boom. Once I click these 3 dots, bunch of different things here. First off, I'm gonna go to download. This is how you can download the song. I can go right here to, like, say, Wave Audio, right? Keep in mind, this is a pro feature. Suno itself, when it comes to the pro feature, I think is like, or the pro membership is like $10 a month. Some of these features are more pro. Some of them are more on the free membership. This, I can do that. I can also do a video, right? I can click this, and it might generate a video for me, right? So I'll just kind of let that be generated while we're going through all of this. So I'll X this out. Then I can share it. So what's kind of interesting about Suno is I can copy the link and send it to somebody. So if I go to home, you'll notice it's almost like its own mini community, if I'd say it like that. Like, it's almost its own, how do I say it? Like Spotify, right? Where I can stream other songs, stuff like that. So that's one thing you can do. Go back here. Then I have visibility and permissions. I can generate cover art if I want to. And as I go up here, this is where things get really fun. First off, get stems. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to show you how to do this. I can do all detected stems or vocals plus instrumentals. Of course, we're going to do this one. It's more advanced. So we have the video. Let me pull this up. So you can see here. Let's say I want to put this on, like, Instagram, TikTok. bit aggressive lyrics, but yeah, you get the idea. But that's how you get the video. Now I'm extracting the stems. This to me is very useful, especially for me being a DJ and producer and actually, being a music producer for years now, that sometimes I make a song in Suno, and I'm not trying to release it, but it creates these vocals or this one guitar riff or this one sample that I'm a huge fan of. And I'm like, wait a minute. This would be really good to like download and then put into a song. That way it's almost like my own custom splice sample, if that makes sense. This does take a second. I will say that. It's going to extract all the stems. And what it does is it breaks them down, in case you've never used stems before, into all the different parts. Think of like a song as in, as in like all these different puzzle pieces, right? Waiting for this to kind of load everything. There we go. Sometimes it's not perfect. It does take a little bit, but you can see, for example, lead vocals. I have this. So let me solo this, right? And play it.
Through the blinds, ran past dude,
right?
But I'm still trying. Silver Lake dreams in a thrift store coat, hand-me-down saints and secondhand.
So now I can use that. So let's say I'm like, you know what? I just maybe want my own acapella, or I can do the backing vocals. I have the drums, right? Again, just showing you the different parts. Not bad. They have some bass here. Guitar. So let's say I'm just like, I just want. Very 90s. Right? So let's say I just want the guitar riff. I can download all of them. I can download just one of them. This is a great feature. Also, huge pro tip, go here, make sure it's on wave. Highest quality you can possibly get. And that's how you can use all these stems, like say in a particular song that maybe you're working on, or pretty much whatever you want. Next, I have create. So I can make a persona like I showed you before, where it's its own artist basically. I can remaster it, and then also some song radio. And lastly, remix or edit. This is where, let's say I listen to the song, I'm like, all right, I like this one section, but not this one section. This is how you can kind of do a lot of things. I can adjust the speed, styles and lyrics, I can crop it, I can replace a section, I can extend it. But the biggest thing is right here. I can do it in either the studio or editor. The one thing about studio I will say is if I click it, you need the Premiere plan. I just have the Pro plan. I'm not gonna lie, the studio isn't bad, but this is something, like say you really want to customize a song in depth. I personally don't think it is as necessary. As you can see, it's $30 a month. I don't think it's as necessary, I have to be honest, but it is a cool feature. If let's say you're somebody who really wants to customize your AI generated music a lot in depth, you can do the studio, but I can also open this up in editor. So the editor is available to, let's say, the pro membership, for example. So we're gonna pull up this editor right here, and it's gonna take us a second. And this is kind of, I'll be honest, kind of similar to the studio feature. So we're just going to try now. Now you can see, I'm just going to hide this. I have the intro, verse 1, chorus, verse 2. And this is where I can get pretty in-depth, I'm not going to lie. So I can move this around if I want to put the intro and have verse 1 go first, so I can move the different parts. I can also double-click this. I can extend it if I want, or kind of adjust things. I can fade it in if, like, say, I want to do this. Again, almost like its own mini DAW, I guess, in a sense, when it comes to the editor itself as well. But then also I can adjust things. So let's say here I'm like, woke up in Echo Park. I'm like, nah, I don't want to say Echo Park. I might want to do, if I replace the lyrics, I want to say woke up on the floor in, Santa Monica. Let's say that. Then I can type in Santa Monica, right? I can replace it. And now what it's doing is, as it's doing that, now it's going to change the lyric to saying, woke up on the floor in Santa Monica. Or, I'm going to adjust this one part of it. So as you can see here, it's going to take a second to do all this stuff. But I'm just kind of showing you things very, very briefly, as there are a lot of features within Suno. But this is kind of cool if, like, say, there's certain parts of the lyrics you're like, oh, man, it's almost perfect. But I want to change just one thing, or that one thing. I'm just going to X this out, though. I'm not going to... I feel like Echo Park's fine. I guess it is an iconic spot of LA, I guess. Right? But you kind of get all these different things. So if I might as well play this. Go here. I didn't have the S. Let me second. Sometimes, again, it isn't perfect. Sometimes it does kind of glitch up a little bit, but you get the idea, right? But the biggest thing, like I said, for a lot of people doing this is really just creating things here, customizing it, and then using the features here to kind of fine tune and edit it. But I gotta be honest, when it comes to Suno, it is pretty insane how just accurate it is and how easy it is to make a song. Like, I'll show you one last one. Let's do the one with the Epic Pyron that we made. I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna kind of leave it, actually. Like, just leave it like it is. Because sometimes, let's say I don't want to make a song about anything. Let's say I'm like, what, I just want a Gregorian, chant-inspired, cinematic, epic, male vocal style song. I can say, hey, make me a reggae song. Make me a hip-hop song. And it'll just make a song on its own about a given random topic that it just randomly picks. So keep that in mind too. You don't have to do it, but like I said, the biggest prompt for most people as these are being made is literally just make me a genre song about topic. That's pretty much for 90% of people what it's going to look like when you're doing it within the song description. All right, let's see how these came out. I can play it now. This might actually be instrumental. Oh, it's very like Nightwish. This is good. Almost a bit like Dragon Force kind of feel. Oh, I should put it to add lyrics, actually. Oh, this is actually very Dragon Force feeling. Kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this. Oh, there are the lyrics. We know they've waved from the change we've sown. From the top with the Stockings field on the blender sublime from the Sandcove gale. Way from the stake, way to flare. Be the saddle's cloak where the old mats. I'm not gonna lie, actually, I actually kind of like this. Very catchy. As you can see, it's very easy to make a song with Suno AI Music Generator that takes you seconds to have your own custom song. And yes, there are a lot of features, like I showed you when it comes to editing the song. I can do a lot of unique things when it comes to remixing, adding in extra lyrics, like say if I don't like them, completely customizing a song when I make it, extracting the stems and more. But for 90% of people, let's be honest, you're gonna do the most simple prompt like I showed you. Make me a country song about being in a cornfield. Make me a metal song about working out. Whatever the case is. Now, at the end of this video, let's talk about releasing music. Right now, in the beginning of 2026, yes, you can release AI music and have it be put on Spotify, Deezer, Audio, Tidal, YouTube Music, etc., etc. You can. I did a video when it comes to DistroKid. That's the main independent music distributor that I personally use. When it comes to DistroKid, I did talk to them at the beginning of this year. They did give the green light, saying yes, you are allowed to release AI-generated music. So in this case, you are allowed to go to Suno, make a song using Suno AI Music Generator, and then release it on DistroKid without any complications. As long as you're not trying to impersonate another artist or pretend like you're them, no issue. So keep that in mind that I know a lot of people right now maybe watching this tutorial or watching my other videos about AI music are looking at AI music as a way to make their own AI artist and then release it. Like for me, in case you didn't know, I have two different artists technically. I have Fuchero. That's my own artist, my human artist, as I like to call it. Kind of weird to say out loud, but that's the world we're living in right now. We're living in a real life Black Mirror episode. So I have Fuchero, my human artist, but then I also have the Infinite Lamb Chop. The Infinite Lamb Chop is my AI artist. I release AI generated songs on the Infinite Lamb Chop. It's more of like a fun side project I do for fun to do some testing, do some analytics, kind of see how things work, kind of basically learn from experience, not just reading it or stuff like that. But anyway, at the end of the day, if like you're watching this video to create your own AI artist, yes, you completely have the green light and you can completely, if you want, make as many songs as you want on Suno AI Music Generator and then release them via DistroKid.